and welcome back to Sonny Talk Spurs, and today I'm going to be issuing my apology to our number one goalkeeper, Vicario. And if you are new to the channel, why don't you leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs, and hit that notification bell so it lets you know every time I go live. Now, let's get into the video. But actually, before we do get into the video, one more thing. I have to announce who won the EAFC giveaway. Obviously, thank you for everyone who got involved and submitted their player of the season. And I'll pick randomly, obviously, because that is the fairest thing to do. And the winner is the Goose9550. And he said, my player of the season has to be Micky van der Ven. Our defensive frailties were the biggest problem last year. And with Micky, we've finally filled the Vertonghen-shaped hole in our backline. So congratulations to the Goose. He's been contacted and given the code. And, you know, hopefully you'll enjoy EAFC as much as I do. But reflecting on this, you know, I went through all the comments and had a look at them to see what people said before I picked my winner randomly, obviously. But there was a lot of, you know, the usual suspects. I saw a lot of Mickeys, a lot of Basumas, a lot of Madisons, some Sons. But I saw one Vicario, I believe. And I had to do something about it. I've been wanting to do a video now for a little while on Vicario. And the reason is if you've subscribed to me since the beginning, so 3 months or so back, one of my first videos was a bit of, I'd say, a criticism over the signing of Vicario. And I think I called it, are we making a mistake signing Vicario? Because we'd basically decided to sign him, if you remember, over David Raya. And I was a big advocate for signing David Raya. I thought, just pay the 40 million. And when Arsenal went on and got him, I was furious and I was wondering what we'd done wrong. And, you know, we'd signed this guy who was a bit of an unknown entity from Serie A, from Empoli. You know, watched his compilation and I thought, this guy parries the ball a lot. I'm not really sure if he's the guy really to lead the Ange Postecoglou revolution between the sticks. And I have to admit, I was very, very, very wrong. But to start, I think Vicario has been amazing. He's been a breath of fresh air. He has been incredible. I can't believe, I'm so happy to eat my words. I even put him, if I recall, as my flop of the season. I was that worried about having a new goalkeeper in the Premier League. But he plays the way he wants to with Big Ange Postecoglou. He is perfect at passing out from the back. It's just really helpful and dictates the way we play. And, you know, he knows when to go long. He knows when to play it short. You know, he knows when to play it into Basuma on the half turn. He knows when to play it to the fullbacks. And also, I think what he's shown as well, he's shown unreal leadership. I've seen him in moments, especially in the North London derby. He consoled Destiny Udogie when he did a bit of a wayward pass and made that, you know, really good save down the left-hand side. He went up to Romero and put his arm around him after the own goal. You know, he's really impressive. And it's not just with his feet where we knew he could maybe be good, but it's his shot stopping as well. You know, he made a key vital double save against Cody Gakpo and Andy Robertson, which, you know, kept us in it at that stage. And, you know, he's just showing time after time at the beginning of the season how vital he is going to be to this side. He's only had one moment of shakiness, which was against Brentford, where he sort of was like awkwardly passing it out from the back, you could say. But I think that, you know, he was new, he was nervous, and you sort of can accept that at the early stages. But also, I believe some of the goals he's conceded are not what his fault. I look at the Liverpool game, I had a few of my mates going, oh, look at his positioning, look at this. I think that was more of a defensive error from the centre-backs than him. But I'm just really happy that I'm able to eat my words after this. But now, let's look at some of his stats. So usually, I'm not really much of a stat guru. I don't really look into the in-depth sort of nitty-gritty stats. But I thought today I would, as, you know, I need some ammo for my argument over Vicario. And two of the ones that stand out at the moment are his save percentage and his touches. Now, his save percentage is an impressive 77.2%, which goes to show you how vital he is at shot stopping. You know, I have to just reflect on last night in the Champions League. We watched David Raya make a howler, and you know, he has started all right to life at Arsenal, but my God, I don't know what he was doing playing out from the back there. And obviously, the main man of the hour, Andre Onana, can't really shot stop, and also he's not really showing he can play out with his feet. You know, he very much reenacted De Gea against Brentford last night and really sold Casemiro down the river. So yeah, you know, a very impressive save percentage, and it is just really good to see that Vicario is confident between the sticks. And also, his touches, he averages 43.51 touches per 90, which for a goalkeeper, it's very good. You know, it shows like he's comfortable to receive the ball, he's comfortable to distribute it out and really get, you know, as I said, certain players involved. And I believe we've seen more from him, and this is very controversial, we've seen more from him in the first few fixtures than we did from Lloris. I think Lloris was, you know, amazing. I love him to bits. Really good keeper. But he couldn't play it out from the back. He wasn't confident enough. He was a bit nervous in goal. I'm thinking of the one where he basically threw it in against Arsenal. It's just, he wasn't confident. And since signing that deal, his confidence went downhill. My only worry is if Vicario now does get injured. But luckily, we're not playing as many games this season. But we sort of need another goalkeeper who can play like that. Because, you know, we saw when we brought Fraser Forster into the side, he wasn't really as comfortable. You know, he's a big guy, obviously. He wasn't as comfortable playing it out from the back as, say, Vicario is. So maybe there's, you know, we look for a younger keeper in the market, or we see if there's someone in the youth academy who's confident enough to play out from the back like Vicario does. But I had to, you know, jump on an apology. I feel like it was a very maybe hot take at the time. I feel like a lot of Spurs fans were nervous though, and rightfully so. But I had to come on. I had to say something along those lines because he has been so impressive so far this season. So let me know in the comments down below, what have you made of Vicario so far this season? Has he impressed you? Does he need to maybe work on a few things? Let me know. I'm interested to see people's opinion on our number one so far this season. And as I said at the top of the video, if you are new to the channel, leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talk Spurs, and hit that notification bell because it lets you know every time I go live. And as I say, I've been Sonny from Sonny Talk Spurs. I'll speak to you very soon, and ciao.